welcome to the Keeping It Base podcast. It's your host, is really Kev, and today I'm here with a special guest, Trinity Bay, aka Bay.
Trent Bay, aka Bay.
My fault, I messed it up still. She just told me to. So we're here today to actually discuss her entrepreneurship. We're gonna talk about the things that her and her business partner Bia have going on, and they're actually in our lounge space today because they'll be hosting an event inside of our lounge space.
April 18th, High Fashion Showcase.
High fashion, 420 vibes, 420 weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be turned.
Gotta be there.
It's gonna be turned. So I really just want you to kind of introduce yourself and your business partner, and you could let us know a little bit about what you guys do.
Okay, so I am Trent Bay, aka Bay for the Bay and Bia. My business partner is Bia. We are fashion show curators. We are content creators. I myself am a musician, and she is my manager, PR, music video partner, studio partner, everything.
Yeah.
So basically, we just are rebranding ourselves into grown women who make content creations. We're gonna go into making fashion shows, not only our own, but starting to create fashion shows for other people, for brands, businesses, and designers who want to kind of get into that. They have a vision, but they don't really know how to execute it. We are, in this field, and we are looking to work with them and promote their stuff and help them in their shows.
Okay. So tell us about your experience. Like, how long have you been doing this? Is this something brand new that you guys are taking upon after, the music or in the content creation? Like, give us a little insight on that.
So, since I was young, I have been in the fashion show industry.
Okay.
I have done multiple agencies, and I used to be in this Fashion Against Bullying Coalition. And shout out to Fab. And it was through our high school, or our middle school and high school. So I did fashion shows with them. And then when I got a little bit older, I was able to make my own fashion show. Bia was my model in my fashion show. And I was able to do that. I had a sold out show. Everyone loved it. We did it through our coalition through our school. So they wanted us to do it again during the day for the students. And it was really great. I got to do a collaboration with brands like Lane Bryant, for plus size women, and shout out to them. And I was able to curate a show, and it was a pride show during June, and it was a really good turnout. So then basically recently, yes, we have been wanting to rebuild ourselves, coming out of high school, graduating, becoming women now, and almost it being like years later, we're kind of getting back into the flow of things. We've been picking up, definitely me being in the music industry now has definitely had an alter on that and definitely pushed it. Recently, we've been just networking, been in a lot of things and in a lot of new spaces. And we've been networking, talking with people. We wanted to do it. We have the means to do it. We have the vision, and now it's just about execution and support.
Hell yeah, execution is the biggest thing. And I'm not here to preach or nothing like that, but execution is
because you can have it, you can have everything, but if you don't know how to execute it, then you have nothing, and that's what we do. We execute.
That's fire. That's fire. And you don't have to tell me, but it sounds like you guys are a little younger than me.
We're a little younger, Uncle.
I'm
all right.
I'm like Unc now.
All right, Uncle. You is part of the 30 plus, Uncle.
Listen, I'm taking in the Unc role. You know
It's
what I'm saying? Because I feel like I done came up and I did a lot of stuff, been successful at a good amount of stuff that I've touched and done. So I'll be wanting to share it to the youth because a lot of us come from these inner cities that we don't really have much, don't have a lot of opportunity. You got to create your own opportunity and shoot the gap as soon as you see that. You know what I'm saying? So that sounds fire. But with you being fairly young and having a lot of this experience, how did you take it into your entrepreneurial goals and settings and journey? Have you been navigating by yourself? Did you have somebody to kind of show you the way? What's that been like?
So I think between the both of us, we've definitely had probably mentors and everybody else who has definitely helped us get to where we are. We definitely have had support along the way. I just think it's about us being two young individuals who are hardworking, dedicated, and we have a vision that we want to execute. We know what we want to do. We know how to do it because we've done it before.
Right.
It's just, we need support from other people. You can have a fashion show, but you can't have a fashion show with two people.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? You need a crew, you need models, you need designers, you need a venue, you need people who are going to be in the crowd. So really, it's just a time in our lives where we feel as though this is a good time to do this. Us being young, we're not like super young. Like, don't make us kids.
Nah. I'm not.
But like, no.
Because I don't really want to ask the age. You know
No,
what I'm
don't
saying?
ask my age.
Right,
Don't
right,
ask my
right.
age. Don't ask my age.
So that's why
We're old enough to be in this dispensary, so that's all that matters.
Hey, listen,
Shout
here,
out to the young hoes.
Yeah. Listen, hey, they in here. 21 or plus, come to the fashion show.
21 plus, come to the fashion show. ID at the door.
Right.
Yes. But really, we're just getting into it because this is what we want to do, and we are young, and you can't say that we didn't try.
No, yeah. Yo, listen. You gonna have to run this shit back a million times.
Exactly.
And then as long as one hit.
You can't say we didn't try. And there's nobody out here in Jersey that's doing what we're doing. Like,
talking.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not to hate on anybody, because maybe I just haven't studied up on it enough. But I just feel like we're bringing what Jersey needs. Because, you could go to New York to do this. You could go to Philly to do that. You could go to all of these other places. But in New Jersey, things kind of like fall through because like sometimes there's not support. Jersey is really hard to come by, like what people, and like people make fun of you. People like judge it before they know what's going on. So it's like we really just are trying to make sure that everything goes well and that we have like support and dedication as well to our show.
Hell yeah. Mentorship is super important. So that's dope. Like, and that's something that I wish I've always had is mentorship, right? Like, I've been doing this, everything that I've done, like blinded basically, right? Like just hard work, dedication, putting in the pain, and seeing, something rise from that. So that's fire. And are you from like Plainfield or what part of Jersey?
So I have family in Plainfield. I'm always in Plainfield with my family. But I'm from Linden.
Okay. Shout it out.
No, I'm not shouting it out. I won't do that. I'm from Linden, though.
Okay, all right.
I won't lie about where I'm from, but I won't shout it out.
Okay. All right. So, what have you seen work in Jersey? Like you're saying that, you kind of saw some things kind of fall through, but like most people do go to New York or Philly because those are, bigger cities and they got a lot of activity going on in those cities. So, like, what have you seen work and not work in the fashion space in Jersey? So
in Jersey, one, I just feel like to even begin with, there's not a lot of events like this. Right. Yeah. To even start with, like, we're constantly looking for networking events, fashion events to go to so that we can create content, meet people, meet models, to kind of do these type of things, like, because eventually we do want to have this business and keep it going, networking, doing things like that. There's not a lot of events to begin with. Right. Then when you do, it's like, all right, this is the event, but there's a $60 entry fee. Yeah. Or there's like $40 for the ticket. When you get there, they're like, okay, if you don't have it, step to the side and and like just a big rush. Like there's no vision when they do have these things. Like sometimes they're like, there's a lot going on. We went to a really good one not too long ago, so I started shouting that out. That was in New York though. So we had to go to New York, and it's like, we don't want to have to cross the bridge to be able to go to a fashion show, to have a fashion event. Like there's a million people in Jersey. There's a million models in Jersey who are local, who can come and create a show like this. And we want to do that. We want to bring them out and like shout them out, promote businesses from New Jersey, because everything's promoted in New York and Atlanta and all these big fashion places. But New Jersey is a fashion state too. You have to wear it, or you will get made fun of in Jersey. Right. You know what I mean? Like we're a big state for that. So it's like for us to not have fashion shows and stuff like that, that's what we're here for, though.
Nah, I love it because it's like every time we connect with somebody, well, not every time, because we've had our share of people that weren't the best partners in like building this space and building this,
Understood
this
completely.
business that we have. But a lot of the entrepreneurs that we have coming into the space to do events have always been like super like, yo, I want to be the first to bring this here, and
Yes,
I want to, put Jersey on the map. I want to get these people in the door because
exactly.
I don't see nothing like this. So that's the first thing that we thought when we built what we built, right? A dispensary with a lounge. There's only,
Right.
2 lounges in the whole state. So for us to have a lounge space that allows for people to come in, hang out, build community, do activities, do things that they
Exercise.
exercise, right?
Exactly.
Like you have, like you saying, you have to go to New York, and I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn, right? So, like people having to take that drive is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah,
Every
it
time that they want to
really,
do,
really is.
something that's not the norm, I guess, in their area, right?
Right.
So for you ladies bringing this here is like it's gonna be super dope. We had an event similar. Well, it wasn't a fashion show. This will be the first of any fashion show to be in our space. So
First of any show
yeah,
to
yeah.
be in this space fashion show.
Y'all christening the spot, you know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I'm
So
saying. That's what I'm saying.
it's,
Come,
it's
come
gonna be so
through. Come
fire. It's gonna
through.
be so fire. So we had a fashion vendor market, right? That was hosted here. That was super successful. We had a lot of people pull up from all over New York, Jersey, Philly, PA, and they was just like, "Yo, I heard there's gonna be a vendor market with like brands that I haven't heard of, but like they look dope. Let's pull up." So you're bringing like that next level to that, which
Right.
is throwing the drip on and showing it off,
Exactly.
right?
Like we plan on having further events like networking events, pop-up shops for designers, stuff like that. Like
Fire.
we're definitely moving towards that fashion content creation area, and we definitely love promotion. Like we love networking, putting ourselves on, putting other people on. We want to bring everybody on board with us.
Yeah, no, that's how it should be, right? You're supposed to like put your hand out, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
You scratch my
Pull
back,
'em-
I scratch yours.
right? Pull them up, you know what I mean? So who are the brands that you're gonna be like, showcasing?
So yeah, let me shout out all of the brands right now. I have the list in front of me. So that is by Gnarly. Gnarly is the brand. Living on Self Terms. AP, who is Sleazy Season. And we are doing Life Risk, Smack City, and Monty Ski Club.
Okay,
So those are the expected brands. We're just trying to make sure that everything goes as planned.
you will
As far
make
as
things
that,
go as planned. You got to talk
we
it, you know what I mean?
will make things go as
Yeah.
planned. But those are the expected designers to be in the show as of
Okay.
right now.
Okay, fire. Are these people that you kind of built a relationship with, or these?
So these are some new designers that we have been suggested. We found, we picked out ourselves. We do know it's a mixture of everything. Like we love all of the brands that they have. We picked them out of 1,000,000 brands, really. We were just reaching out to everybody. Everybody who has a dope brand, shoot, everybody black. You know what I mean? And it's like anybody local, anybody who's in like the maybe tri-state area, DMV, Philly, New York, New Jersey area. And we're just doing people who have interest in our show and who's taking it seriously.
Yeah, no, that's fire. I love it. I love it.
We have about like 10 to 15 dope models that will be attending as well. And our casting call is tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's our first big practice. This podcast now is actually going to be like our first live thing now that we're doing, like to onboard the show.
Yeah,
Because
roll
the show
out.
is like a month from now.
Yeah.
Again, that's April 18th here at 7:30 for our high fashion showcase.
And Build and Create Lounge, you can find it inside of Plant Base, right? So let's go back to the entrepreneurial journey, right? Like, what has been some roadblocks that you faced, or what's been some great times that you faced going through this, like, and where you're at now? Like, what season are you in right now? Do you feel like?
So right now we're in grind mode. I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie. Right now we're in chase that bag. I can say that for the both of us. We are in our entrepreneurial ship mode right now, and we are trying to just better ourselves, grow our business, take things seriously, move up from here. Like I mentioned, bring everybody on with us. We want to do it all. We want to We want to be on podcasts. We want to do content creation. We want to do fashion shows. We want to do modeling. We want to do networking. We want to do everything. We want to help other people. We want to talk with designers, be brand ambassadors, be just a brand ambassador. Like, we just want to basically make ourselves beauty moguls and keep it going from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely.
So let's get into, your brand, right? Your brand is Bia and Bay.
So it's Bay and Bia.
I'm sorry, Bay and Bia. I don't want to
And
cause no
she
confusion.
picked it, not me.
Right. I ain't want to cause no confusion. But, tell us about the brand. Is it just like being able to coordinate these shows and create this content, or is it bigger than that? Do you see it being bigger than that? What's the future for it?
So right now, this is our first project.
Okay.
I'm not going to include anything prior as us because this is our brand and our focus right here.
Okay.
So we're going to leave all of the things that happened in the past as, what they were.
Mm-hmm.
And right now as Bay and Bia, this is our first project. Our plan is to grow into being fashion coordinators for other brands. We do have expected things to do on the way. We don't like to overstep and say things first
for sure.
too early,
Mm-hmm.
but we do have a lot of things in the works. We are planning our first show for ourselves, though, because we've been to enough fashion shows where we know what we don't like.
Right.
If you were saying roadblocks, kind of things like that, like certain brands that we hit up and like they were supportive at first, but then they kind of fell off, or models who were interested but then unfortunately couldn't, or just didn't kind of get back, things like that. Finding a venue. I mean, I had this venue in mind because I came to a film festival that was great here.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely kept you guys, and I was like, hey, let me hit up that dispensary because I think that would be dope for a 420 experience show. And like, know I've already been here, so I just love the space. But just definitely stuff like that, like support, like when you don't have, we have things to show for it, but not in our brand state. So it's like, well, who are you?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what we've been kind of dealing with. But it's like, all right, so you guys are going to see after this. Like, this show is going to be so dope. It's an exclusive show. It's like, it's a streetwear, baddie core, lit 420 experience show. And this is going to be where it sets off from here.
Fire.
You know what I mean? I'm performing in it personally. Again, Trend Bay on Apple Music. But yeah, I'm performing in it personally. We have other talent pieces. We have different things going on in the show. So it's definitely been a journey getting here and getting things in motion. But we're just expected to have a really, really great show.
Fire. And where can people find tickets, or is it open to the public? Is it private? Like,
so it's a limited space, so limited tickets. That's why I said it's an exclusive show.
Gotcha.
Once the tickets run out, the tickets run out.
Yeah.
There's gonna be availability on Posh. You can find that at Bia and Bay. That's BAEAND BEAA. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
That's Bay and Bia. I'm Trend Bay 222, and she's B.Eatris EEE.
All right.
Yeah,
that was a
so
lot of
that's how you
letters.
find it. Also, our Posh is gonna be labeled high fashion.
High fashion. Beautiful. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Do you want to run anything off to the people before we, get out of here? Anything else you want to share?
I just definitely want to say, please come join and support. We're just two young individuals trying to get our money, trying to get our lit up. We're just really into fashion, and we want to just go from here. Our show is going to be from 7:30 to 10:30ish. Like I mentioned before, there's going to be talent pieces, different designers, beautiful models, handsome as well. And we're just really excited to have it. Like I said, it's 420 friendly, so bring the money so you can get the flowers. We'll have the designers on sale as vendors. There's going to be food and drink. So just come, have a good time, spend your 420 with Bia and Bay, and we'll be expecting you guys there.
Man, high fashion for 420 weekend.
High fashion
That's gonna be
420, but it's 418
it's
on
for
the 18th.
it's on the 18th,
Saturday, April 18th. Be there or be square.
right? But this is 420 weekend, man. So y'all
420
come out,
weekend.
y'all have fun, y'all enjoy yourself. It's gonna be a lot of
Exactly. And you
activities.
guys.
Go ahead, nah,
Never
go
mind.
ahead.
Never mind.
So thank you for coming on. Bia, did we miss anything? No. Okay. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us.
sharing all your your experiences. Did she want to come on?
Yes, we have our beautiful behind the scenes person, Veronica. She's the bestie. She's been making videos behind the scenes this whole time. Yeah,
Okay.
shout out to her.
Okay. So yeah, thank you for coming by. Of course, you guys can find us on at Plant Based NJ, everything from YouTube, TikTok to the IG. Make sure you follow us. We're doing these new podcast series where we're bringing in entrepreneurs that's doing their thing, up and coming, and are striving. And we see some alignment with them, so that's why we're bringing them on the show. We've been talking about our story.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
We want them to tell their story, right? So, as we always say, smoke good, eat good, live good, keep it base.